Different. Yeah, I think you missed the point. What do Africa got to do with it, though? Yeah. You're missing the Africa's point. One of the wealthiest countries. Did you say that because they can't afford it? No, you're missing the point, too. You're missing the point. You don't see any people in Africa that's fat. Right? Say they're big. No. Blaming it on their thyroid. No, that's not happening. If someone is big in Africa, they big because they normally wealthy, right? If someone is if they have a thyroid problem, if they're not wealthy and don't have access to food, they're gonna be skinny. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna still be bones, skin and bones. So you're fat because it's a choice. You either are on a calorie surplus, you choose to go on a calorie surplus, or you choose to go on a calorie deficit. If you're on a calorie deficit, then you're obviously gonna lose weight. If you're on a calorie surplus, you're gonna gain weight. That's how it is. Fat people are fat because it's by choice.
We're talking about food accessibility here, though. If you're fat, not by choice, it's your thyroid. If you're fat because you have the money and the food's right there, that's all about.
No. You didn't understand the analogy.
Because of lack of accessibility.
In Africa, you find people if they don't have the resources to a lot of food, but they have hyperthyroid, they have a thyroid problem. Are those?
They want to be skinny. It's no food.
Okay, so look, they're still. So listen, if they have a thyroid problem in Africa, they'll still be skinny in certain places because there's no food. So therefore, it's not the thyroid that's making people fat. It's the fact that they have a whole lot of food. They're eating a whole lot of food. Make sense?
So all in all, we started by saying that we basically...
Yo, Ease, we running it. Lizzie, you gotta go? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can just go. Yeah.
You basically said you heard all our answers and you said we weren't doing our contributing to society, and then you mentioned about the jobs we're not taking. We are pursuing education, but now it's not. We are doing something. So we're pursuing education to be better for society, but we're not choosing the jobs that we should choose because the men are lacking there. And then you started talking about now we're not keeping the children. And I said if I'm playing devil advocate here, then maybe we're not keeping the children, but what's the factors behind it? And I gave you what the factors was behind it, and then you
now we talking about that
went left, yeah, and said that I don't even know. So it's like, what is it? And I started talking back to, and I'm asking you. I started talking back to the lineage. Which one? Which one? No, actually, yeah. Am I making sense? Am I not making sense? I went to the genetics and the lineage. Like, if we're not keeping the children and we're seeing, like, okay, maybe we did let you nut in us. Okay, maybe we weren't that responsible. Now we're here. But I'm seeing that your whole family, not educated, bad genes, a lot of diseases, a lot of mental disorders, undiagnosed trauma, they're not making that choice. So you saying that it's just our fault that we're not contributing back in society, but then you did say that we were, because you said we were doing jobs, so then we're not doing certain jobs, we're not getting certain.
No, the main job, yeah. So I need you ladies to think properly.
I was thinking, I got more in depth about.
No, you didn't get more in depth. You got out of depth because it's very super simple. I'll explain to you, right? So it's super simple. Since women hold all reproductive rights in America,
that's just
you hold all reproductive rights. Therefore, it's not the man to blame on why you abort your unborn children. It's you to blame. Because can a man have sex with you? It takes sex to have a baby, right? And who has access to sex? Women grant access to sex. Men can't have sex with you if you don't want, or it would be great to go to jail.
So
right? So what I'm saying is, what within abortion, right? The great rate on that is super low. It's less than 1%. It's less than 0.1% as far as the abortions. Yeah, more. No. What I'm telling you is, no, it is. Most abortions happen out of just like it's just choice. It's just like, oh, it wasn't through the mother's life was in jeopardy from the baby, so like she had to decide to for her baby to live or her to live. That's not the case, and it's also not the case. Rape is not at a high rate for the abortion rate. Um, Generally, what it is just, oh, she promiscuous. She slept with a man. She didn't want to have his kid. That's what it is. So since it's the case that the majority of the abortions is women choosing to have sex with men that they don't want a baby by them, and then they're aborting that child, it's all their choice. They chose the wrong man, and they also chose to abort the child.
We weren't talking about reproductive rights, though. We were talking about
abortion
and men contributing to society and their roles.
Yeah, and if you remember, I said that, well, one of women's duties to contribute in society, the main duty that men can't do is to have babies. So that would be the woman's duty, and women currently aren't doing that because we are below replacement level for our population.
And I said, playing devil's advocate, if we were not having them, let's talk more in depth about why we aren't. I didn't deny that we were doing that. I accepted that accountability and said we might be. However, let's talk about that issue so we can stop it. That's what I said, but you disagree with the topic.
Well, what issue you
being receptive about? The factors, and I started talking about the lineage and like the family trauma, the actual mental disorders that are biological, the genetics, a lot of factors.
Well, okay, you're speaking. You're not making coherent sense. You're saying that lineage.
I'm not making coherent sense.
Yeah, like your sentences isn't coherent.
Disagree. I disagree with
basically,
you.
But
no.
That even though like you're saying that our duty is to carry the baby, she's saying that a man's duty is to it's not just that. It's they have the obligation to fertilize the eggs. We cannot self-fertilize.
Are you saying that?
We're not.
No, I'm not saying
that.
Yeah,
I don't think she's saying that.
Basically, we're not knowing what the man got going on until we're already, knocked up.
Right.
We talked about way earlier, posting that clarity. We don't know what's going on with you until after the fact. You know what I mean? And
but like, is a man?
Well, you would if you prioritize relationship rather than sex, but you prioritize sex over relationships, so that's why you don't know.
So the man's duty back in society is not create generational trauma. Go to therapy. Don't say black people don't do therapy. Oh, it's
okay.
It's not. Go get education. Don't be a statistics. Choose your education. Don't choose the streets. Is that not the man's contribution back to society? But you said I'm not coherent, saying these things, speaking facts, and the factors on why us taking accountability, women may not just be carrying these children full term.
It isn't coherent. I'll explain.
You don't agree with
it? Because you're not like saying anything. Even if men let's look at this. Even if men did all the things that you said, how would this stop women from aborting the man's children?
If I trust that I'm not bringing my offspring into generational trauma, let that sink in for a second.
Okay.
Your mom never got therapy. Your dad never got therapy.
No. Listen.
So you never got therapy.
Listen, stop real quick. Just listen to this real quick.
How is this not coherent?
It isn't coherent. I need you to explain to me, right? If it's the case that, let's just use it as an example. Me, I got all the things that you said. I got generational trauma. I got, what you say? Say it all. I got trauma. I got illness. Me as a man, I got all of these things.
Getting your education, not going to jail.
Okay, so I'm in jail. I got all of these. I've been to jail before. I got all of these things. Now, I want to talk to you. And you know that I got all of these things. But you still choose to have sex with me. And you're pregnant. And then you choose to abort my child. How is that my fault?
Because maybe when you see a life-changing event like a pregnancy, maybe if you saw a life-changing event like a pregnancy, you might have just said, let me go see the lady. Let me see what I can do. If I might not even agree with this because my mom, my dad, my grandpa, and they never was taught to go to therapy, but I don't know how that's going to impact me and my offspring. Let me see if it makes me a better man. Just let me
No, this is for business folks. Did you know everything you need to get your brand in front of fans? We've banners and signs that help your business stand out. We've postcards and flyers that get people talking. We print must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and water bottles. Whether you want a few or a few thousand, we print on everything so that customers can go from noticing your brand to falling in love with it. Right now, new customers can get 25% off with code NEW25. Because if you need it, we print it at vistaprint.com.
Why?
Oh, okay.
So
you're
that's what
saying
gives
that
me a
the
fact
man.
of why I'm keeping or not keeping it.
Okay.
It's not coherent.
Okay, so you're saying that the man then, hypothetically, let's use me and you as an example, so because I'm trying to really understand you, because you do speak fast, which is fine. So,
Slow down.
no, I can keep up, but you know what I'm saying. So listen, the man, I'm the guy. I got the trauma, I got the generational curse, the mental illness, but you still choose to have sex with me, knowing all of this.
But you know this is a life-changing event happening to you.
No, listen. You still don't. You still trying to put it back on the man, but I can't have sex with you unless you grant access.
Correct.
So therefore, the authority in sex will be who? You, right? And with authority comes responsibility. And if you have all authority, you must take accountability. You have all authority in us having sex. Now, I'm a traumatized, no for good, nothing nigga that was in prison, all of that. I got mental illness, all the things you said, right? You still let me clap cheeks. What does that make you? You would have all the things that you accuse me of. You would have the trauma. You would have all of those things too. You would be just as damaged as I am because normally damaged people go for other damaged people. I don't smoke, drink, or cuss. The ladies that I deal with or dealt with in the past, they don't smoke, drink, or cuss. Men, we tend to go after people that have similar values that we hold.
So your contribution.
Dudes that be at the strip club normally end up marrying a stripper. Stupid. A nigga that doing content and OnlyFans, he be okay and marry a chick that's doing OnlyFans too, selling her vagina online. Cause he doing it too. They'll be more acceptable of that type of behavior.
So is it
if
on
you
the
accept
man
all
or
of my
not?
trauma behavior, you probably got a lot of trauma too.
So is it on the man or not?
Because it's never on a man. Because she holds all of the reproductive rights.
It's consensual. So we both were consenting and engaging adults in something, and my decision will be influenced by how you respond to this life-changing event, which is now you have to get it together. So as a man, how you can contribute back into society is to show other men. When you get into a life-changing event that you didn't expect, you can be better. You can choose options. You don't have to go this route. You don't have to walk away. They said the statistics are Black women, we don't know we're single mothers. You can contribute that by following my lead and not being the example.
Okay, if that's the case that
we're talking about contributing back in society, men and women, correct?
Yeah, look, so if that's the case, that influence is a factor. So, like, listen, man, the man can have a lot of influence on a woman, which could then influence the woman's choice.
Correct. So say if that's men and women are not simultaneously...
I get it now. So now I see this part of what you're saying. Okay. The man can influence the woman, and this can alter on if she's going to choose to keep the baby or abort the baby. And whatever she chooses, since the man is influencing the woman, the man should also be held accountable because he influenced the woman. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Now, if I tell you, listen, there's a bank over there, easy money. Go ahead and rob that bank. They don't be looking at the security. Don't be looking at the cameras or nothing. That's easy money at that bank. You go ahead and rob that bank. Is the cops gonna come after me or are they gonna come after you?
They're gonna come after the both of us.
No, they're gonna come after you. You getting arrested. You going to prison. You doing 25 to life. Listen, you're doing 25 to life. They're gonna be like, I don't care if David said, that's an easy mark to rob that bank. You're going to jail. You did it.
Isn't that called conspiracy?
No, it's different if I helped you. Okay. No, stop it. No, that isn't. It's different if I mastered the plan for you, wrote it out, and then you can prove that I mastered and constructed the plan. But no, I just said, go ahead and rob that bank over there. They not coming after me. You doing 25 to life.
But wait, are you
Coming to the mic.
Are you leaving out the part where you said something about the security cameras too? Because that also correlates conspiracy. I'm just saying.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
You
So listen, listen. Ladies, we're live on this podcast. You can tell all you ladies right now. Listen, go to Walmart right now over there on in Allentown. Go to Walmart. And listen, man. The employees over there, they don't even be watching none. They'll probably let you get away with whatever over there, right? Like if you go over there, you probably be able to steal whatever. And if you go over there and steal stuff on his live podcast, is cops gonna say you influenced that girl to steal from Walmart, so therefore you're being arrested too? If that's the case, all of the people, right, that do music and that talk gang violence and all of this, and then kids go out there and repeat the things that's in the music, all of those people that do this music will all be in prison off of, oh, you influence someone, so therefore to do something bad, so therefore you go to jail. It has to be no. What I'm saying is, you can go to jail if you're in the plan and you constructed a plan and they fully follow your plan and you organized everything. That's different. We're not speaking about that. We're speaking about just influence.
So all you saying is that women need to learn how to take accountability.
Without men taking the accountability of the role they played in that decision making.
We did not abort the child. You did.
But y'all nutted in us though, knowing like y'all didn't have no protection.
You let us nut in you, you idiot. We can't nut in you without you letting us nut in you.
So now we're idiots, but if we don't submit to a man, then we're just single bitter black women.
Or men, or masculine, because we don't submit.
Which one is it?
How do we win?
Well, you have to use discernment. This is why you need a father figure, because you need to know which man to submit to, which man is worthy to submit to. You don't just submit to any man that wants to have sex with you because he's attractive. That's stupid.
So just because a girl got a daddy in her life means she knows how to pick him?
It's not just because she has a daddy. I'm saying that the father, you need a father, and the father needs to give you constructive advice on how to move in the sexual dating marketplace so you don't find yourself in situations being knocked up and even thinking about aborting your child, right? So the difference between me and y'all ladies, right? Mm-hmm. Even if my daughter was great, I would never advise to abort.
Yeah.
You know why? Do you want to know why? I want to know why. Yeah, you want to know why? Because
I'm open to
50% of that baby. The first thing is the baby had nothing to do with the heinous act. Nothing to do. So the child that would be coming out of my daughter had nothing to do with the heinous act, right? At all. That's just one. So the baby is not at fault. So why would I punish the baby for someone else's heinous action? That's one. You don't punish the baby and kill and abort the baby for another action. That's nonsensical. It's dumb. That's bad.
So your daughter getting raped is
society. One, no, that's not what I said. That's just dumb to even think that.
Well, you
said
that
I'm giving an example. No.
To society.
I didn't say that. I'm just giving you an example from my perspective, how I'm so against abortion and you ladies are so for abortion.
Please stop saying you ladies. Someone demanded I had an abortion and treated me like shit about it, and I didn't.
Wait, what do you mean?
My children's father wanted me to have an abortion.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
And I went into the doctor.
When I say you ladies, I'm not speaking specifically about all. Like, she ain't even speaking.
It's the hardest decision of my life, but I walked into the doctor and he said, "You're pregnant." And I was like, I can't be pregnant. I can't have a baby right now.
I was trying to convince you.
Oh yeah, he absolutely. I was like, you'd be a great dad. He'd be like,
look at that. He's a prime example.
He said,
that even if you're influenced, you can still choose otherwise.
Go ahead, Grace. Uncle. He fought with me about it. That's why he was very physical with me after the pregnancy and stuff. It was a very awful situation, but we're cool now. He's all right. But the doctor said to me, what really switched my mind was when the doctor said, if you had a more supportive partner, would you want to keep it? And that's what changed.
Wait, so you aborted your child?
No.
You didn't abort.
No, I walked in saying I can't have. Yeah, I'm not married. This goes against everything in my.
Oh, by the doctor. Oh, by her saying that. That's what that's.
So was that the influence? The influence of the doctor gave you the perspective.
Doctor gave me
The influence
She
that
wants
you're.
maybe if he did too, and that's how I knew that I did. Yeah.
But that's not a point.
It does. I was thinking about that because it kind of like influenced me in a way, but it's hard to get to that awareness.
Our friend said that every child. So I went to 6 or 7. She's in WG, just send it here, we'll take care of it. It was seamless, and I knocked out almost 3 years worth of credits, and I did it in about 14 months. Learn more.
Yeah.
Wait, no. The influence part, you gotta learn how to think. You only brung up influence because you were trying to attach accountability onto the man. Since the man influenced the woman to have the abortion, therefore the man should take some accountability. The doctor or nurse that said something to you, which then alter your thinking, which influenced you to then keep your child. Is the doctor accountable for the baby? No. What you talking about? She's accountable because she chose to, we're influenced by many things. We got free will. It doesn't matter what the freak we influenced by. We can choose to adhere to the influence or choose to not adhere to it. We got a choice. And doesn't matter if we choose to adhere or not to adhere. It's ultimately our choice. We're accountable.
So we got on this topic because it was about a man's duty to society and a woman's duty to society.
Yeah.
And you said that a woman's duty to society is to procreate, correct? And if a woman isn't having babies, she is no good to society, right?
I didn't
That's
say.
what you said?
No, I didn't say no good. So you're putting things in there, right?
He didn't say that's
No,
why he
I
said
didn't say that.
doing our duty to society because and he said 2 things, something about the career, and we are seeking education, but it's not the education that he think we should seek. And then he said that we're not keeping the baby.
Yeah, you're making a conclusion.
I didn't get to the conclusion yet.
Well, the one part of the conclusion that you made, I didn't
get to the conclusion yet.
You did say that since I said that women's duty is to have babies, and if they're not, then they're not doing anything for society. That isn't what I said. I said that women generally are not having. I said we are below population level we are below replacement level for our population, so we can see and observe women aren't adhering to their duties. Generally, they aren't, and we have data that shows that they are aborting over 1 million abortions per year. And they're also not having children, and they're having children later. Women, since they're chasing their career and education, they're having children in their 30s and things like that now. So they only have 1 child. They're not having, if they are having kids, they're not having enough.
Okay.
So that's the other factor. This doesn't mean that, women are bad if they don't have a child. There's women that can't even.
No, we're talking about society.
And I'm glad you said that.
Society alone. So what did you say a woman's duty to society is exactly?
Yeah, I already told you. So women's duty in society, the main duty, the thing that a man can't do is to procreate.
Okay.
That would be the woman's duty in society. All women, collectively, that would be their duty. Now, are there some outliers, women that can't have children? Sure. Are there going to be some outliers, women that just choose not to have children because she's at SpaceX and she's super, super smart and helping to advance some other stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be there. There's women that can, help out society in other ways, but that's going to be an exception to the rule. Generally, women need to prioritize, as a whole, they need to prioritize, having children and family.
So why, with the outliers, are you only saying that women can't have children, but you're not saying that men aren't even contributing to that sometimes when they have bad health, bad habits, they want to be pill popping, lean drinking, weed smoking, and you're saying, well, you're not having the children.
No, listen,
maybe we're trying to, but we can't because if you're not getting your health together, how can I do that? So now I'm going to focus on the career.
You forgetting that you choose the man. You choose the man to play with. No, we are. If the man is, like you said, drinking and smoking and doing those things, that's fine. One can even say, well, Cooley, you're not a cop, you're not in the military, so you're not protecting. Are you fixing roads, Cooley? No, you're not fixing any roads. You're not. Are you on a roof doing roofing, Cooley? Are you taking out the trash? You're not really maintaining the infrastructure in America and protecting us. So one can say that, well, Cooley wouldn't be doing the duty in society that men do. That wouldn't that wouldn't refute my argument, right? It would just mean that, well, this is an exception to the rule. The rule is we need a certain amount of men to protect the country and to maintain the infrastructure that we currently have. And also, it means that we need a certain amount of women to have children to sustain and maintain our current population level. But we are below replacement level, so we can see that women aren't doing their duty, but men are still doing their duty because we're safe, rules are up, trash is being taken out, lights are on.
But you don't do any of those things, so are you an exception to society?
No, that would be the outlier in society, not like I'll be the outlier, a guy that's not adhering.
Because a woman that can't have kids is the exception. So
yeah, a guy that is
an exception. So you're saying you're an exception to society?
Saying, if I'm not doing the job, you said that. If I'm not, you said I'm not doing. You see me. I'm on a podcast. So am I doing the duty of protecting the country? No, I'm not doing the duty of protecting the country. Am I doing one of the duties of maintaining the infrastructure? No, I'm not doing that duty to maintain the infrastructure. I will be an outlier, but it doesn't matter because we are still safe and our infrastructure is still good. So we're safe, secure, infrastructure is still up. So men, in general, are still doing their duty.
No,
but women,
to society. That doesn't mean they're doing their duty to a partner, because they can be a good citizen. They can be voting. They can be doing keeping the lights on, keeping and doing everything they're supposed to. But doesn't mean again.
Speaking about society, you're still not even answering the question.
I already answered.
You think you're an exception, or is there duties? What are your duties? And if you can't answer that question, then you think you're an exception. And then if you think you're an exception, I think you better than somebody, because
you're using exception as exceptional. I'm using exception as
like that.
You just said you're better than someone. That means exceptional. I'm using exception, meaning that exception doesn't make the rule. We need a certain amount of men to maintain the infrastructure and keep us safe. Currently, right now, and as it's been in America, men have been doing their duty. Now, do we need all 100% of men to be protectors to be in the military and to maintain the infrastructure? We don't need all 100% of men.
Okay,
got it. Do we need all 100% of women to have babies in America? No, we don't need all 100% of women to have babies. This is why I even said that there's going to be outliers, like women that can't have birth, women that choose not to have children. But the truth is, they're not doing their duty, and we can observe it because we are below replacement level for our population. If we were not able to protect our borders, and Russia was coming over and China was coming over and snatching up people and killing people, you'd be like, well, men aren't doing their duties. And I would say the same thing. Men are not doing their duties of keeping this country safe. But we don't have those questions. That's not in question. All right.
Next question.
Let's get to the super chats. I know. Shout out to everybody in here. Get the likes up, man. We live right now on Facebook and YouTube. Overall, we got on all platforms, I think we got almost 700 people in here. So shouts out to y'all on YouTube right now. We got 500. All right. Get the likes up too. Like the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that bell icon so you're notified of when we go live next. I got a debate. Open panel debate night is going to be this Tuesday. And then I got a 1v1 debate with a Jubilee debater this Thursday. So look out for that, chat. So we got Wicked Dream says in $5. He says 10K over 60K has to be the stupidest thing I ever heard. It would take less than 1 hour to figure out how to sell it. Pure ignorance. Get mad again. Okay?
Wait, can I respond?
Oh, yeah.
Stupidest is not a word. Therefore, you're the stupidest one commenting because it's dumbest. Thank you. Next comment.
All right. We got Season. Yoga J sends in $2. Thank you. We got Season Yoga J sends in $5. He says, Madam Houston is sexy. And yes, the wig is killing me, but I like she on the other show. Okay. Yeah,
Season Yoga J.
and this tells you that yeah, yeah, never mind. Adrian sends in $5. Sorry, Cooley, but these ladies are not worth $50. Tell them to come up for debate night, and you know I'll be there.
Comment. You pay the comment.
We don't have.
Appreciate you, Wicked. We got Pacifistic Rage sends in $3.04. Says who? Question. Stop presenting as gardening tools. We got PR again says $5. No real man wants a woman who'd take a cheater back. That is true. No real woman wants it. Like, even if as a man, right? Like, think about it. If you were dating or like dating a man and then he told you that, yeah, all my exes cheated on me, but I was, I took them back and stuff, and you be like, hell, nigga, you got cheated on him. You must not be doing something right. So a man being cheated on is an L in the first place, and women tend to view it as an L. And then if you take the woman back, like say if a man was cheated on and he takes that woman back, that woman is gonna disrespect him more and treat him bad, very bad.
Never seen it.
That's what's just gonna happen. Like the cheating is gonna continue. For sure.
So if a woman took a man back, that is called what? Or labeled what?
He probably gonna cheat again too.
Okay.
But it's less damaging in a relationship.
As you're fair.
The probability it'd be there. He probably gonna cheat again. But it's just like this. Yeah, simply said that, if a man takes a woman back after she cheats, the woman cannot respect him. Because think about it. In order for her to cheat, she already disrespected him. In order for her to cheat, she had to fall out of love to cheat because a woman can't serve two masters. That's just a fact.
That's true.
So with that being said, it's like the man is in a very sad beta male position if he takes a woman back after she cheated. We got with Ben says in $2 says Notorious P.I.G. You are exhausting. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about. We got Great Win says in $10 says, can we agree that bad body hygiene for both men and women are bad? But the standard of purity is higher for women, therefore making it worse when they're not clean down there. Do you ladies understand that? So he's making a distinction. So we can say that hygiene is important for both. It's important for men and women to be loyal.
It was an oxymoron, so I can understand.
No, it isn't. It isn't an oxymoron. He's saying, no, it isn't. I'll explain. It's an analogy. He's saying, so I'll map it on perfectly. He's saying that we can agree that hygiene is important for both men and women. We can agree that being loyal is important for both men and women in a relationship. But we can also say that it is a standard of purity as a woman to have higher hygiene. Therefore, if a man is like maybe unclean down there, like it's a little smell, it's like, it isn't as bad if that chick is fishy.
No, because your first and
Damn, I don't want no dirty about that.
We're not saying that you don't want it, but what I'm saying is that from how we perceive things, human beings, we perceive women as being pure. Even women perceive themselves as being more pure than men. And not only that, we know that you ladies perceive yourselves as being pure because if I asked you to tell you what's your body count, you wouldn't tell me.
Just say your balls stink. Say your ass stink.
Most women
say you dirty as a man.
So what we're saying here is this is just an example to demonstrate how, a man being promiscuous versus a woman being promiscuous, both are bad, but it is still viewed differently. The woman is a whore. The man is, he's a pimper player. We got PR system $5. Chesty McGee can't get a man. She has no business addressing the woman in the audience trying to give advice.
Hey, I'm always here for the game, so follow me everywhere I'm out in Houston. I got a little sense if you want some. I ain't chasing you for it though.
Fair enough. We got Let Me Solo, or says in $2. Men cheat with integrity, women cheat to break up. Hey man,
That's
Sean must be cheating.
That was just about to say.
if a woman cheated, bro, she's gone. She's not yours anymore. She's that other man's dude. She's that other man's problem.
That don't got no integrity. Like you gotta lie to get it. You gotta go around your woman instead of her knowing that you can't get it, and she know, okay, he gonna have other women. Ain't no integrity in that.
Fair enough.
Solo. That's why you solo.
We got PR says $10. I appreciate the support, man. He says, tell Mrs. Ed the trust fund baby doesn't have it in him. The one have it in him to do it for nothing. Once the trust fund baby loses it, they wouldn't know how to get it back.
10 minutes, like for what? That's 20 minutes, like yesterday. It's a good deal for a good deal at Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, she didn't even understand the difference of the trust fund and the self-made millionaire.
There are certain principles that, people that are wealthy have in them. So I'm assuming that somebody that has a trust fund would already have it in their mind to know how to do that. So,
But how would they know if they didn't work for it?
because it's instilled in them, if you really know what wealth is, it's not just about money. It's
Instilled
about
in them by who?
in your mind. Wealthy comes.
System. He said energy and effort the key. It's a good start on the three. A lot of pros coming out of Colorado. Tad's done a fantastic job developing those pros. In our data, Davis had so to like he gathers and scores the first two for BYU. Jim Rickens' job. Thought he did really when I was doing that against Baylor. All 12 of his points came in the second half of that game. Offensive rebound, Dad with the stick. Well, what have we seen from Colorado? Ivansa did something really cool after the BYU win in their press conference. Something and you see it right here. And this is a good segue to see what this got so far. Getting good shots, just not getting the drops. They're for 11 to start today. In my top 5 dunkers in the nation, Gabe Akeda is the hardest, most powerful electric dunker in the nation who decided to lay that in. I was waiting for that one. Yeah, bring this place to life. Deflection back to me. He would have been the last one to touch it. Pulling pressure, maybe trying to get time off the clock. Devon's kick out right, elevates for he gets second of the day. Percentage. You think of minimum attempts. I mean, and he doesn't shoot a ton. He shoots enough of them, but he's a very, very dependable three-point shooter. Arteris with a quick answer. Well, there's another one that is. We'll talk about him. Arteris is almost a 50-40-90 guy. Tyler switching things back and forth. This is great offense because kind of speeds things up. And this place has got a seat open in the entire house, and the team's bringing it. Johnson with a kick to the corner. Sanders gets in the paint. Wide open Johnson left alone. He sticks a three. The teams have combined for 4 threes in the last two. The mental side is what Kevin Young said they're really focused on right now. Hargreaves into the paint. +1. Chance to tie the game up. This one there, complete the 3-point line. And I'll tell you, to me, the 50-40-90, the hardest of those three, Noah, is the free throw line. I've seen a number of guys in this around the country this year. It's been streaky on both teams. Started slow, they got really. It's got slow again. It's a chance for 3 here for Jalen Hollins. It's kind of guy that's been That's a young kid. Look at him there hustling. I'm going to look back off of this free throw. Wow, the sloppy stretch for the Cougars since the last time out. And this, you talked to Coach Young. This is what he was worried about. Is a hungry, wounded animal, Colorado Buffs, and they are right now in rhythm and playing. And Harkris just had words for the BYU bench after that. It's a 12-3 run for Colorado. It's nice job by him to keep that body into him right there, make it difficult. Coming up a bit. You saw right there in the last possession. Now, they didn't get back, but look, wide open shots from other players. They're coming through his man right there. Come stitch with me. Mid-range jumper. Sheik connects. Ron Sheik to be at 6'11". You see him there. That was the midi right there off the dribble. Wide open jumper here. Again. Shivich going to be the answer for me. Good replay there, and I couldn't tell for sure. Face up. Dak falls away, hits. He was scoreless the other night, both of them. All lengthy, they can score a nice pass into Kada. Easy two for Kada inside. He might have to do more, but sometimes that more is facilitating more than he's scoring. Exactly. Great point. And now he's on D. Ron Sheik doing a good job getting inside on him. And there is no length by Ron Sheik. You don't realize that. Boshkovich leaves his feet, floats it past it. It's got the defender to fly. Elevates for three, sticks it. There is Ron Sheik. Lost him. Devonta has numbers. 2-on-1, lowers the shoulder right into the defense and scoops it in.
Choose to live big with the family-sized 3-row Mazda CX-90.
Hey, Cobb. I used to have cable internet, but I'm 100% kind of guy. So I got Verizon Files. It's 100% fiber internet, super fast, really reliable, with ultra low lag. And it's like your internet, and it's 100% or nothing.
Just such incredible decision making, and here takes possession. Tapped away. Conrad's got numbers. There's Johnson. He scores. You're looking for the fundamentals of it. I really like it. Slaps 13th. Almost. Sanders dribble handoff. Here's Johnson. Find the play. Johnson with Davis all over him. Step back three. Right before the home, the freshman for Colorado makes this a 5-point game. Already down to 10. Barely a turnover. Ron Sheik with a kick to the corner. Holland elevates for 3. Embarrassing. And that's what they need. They need help from other player numbers are lower than probably what he could be doing. Ron Sheik announces it's a chance of a 3-point play. And the opportunity. Just 3 minutes into the second half, and that's a huge thing for them to try to finish this off. Dax floats it in. Takes the lead. We talk about stops. Toronto finally got some stops. And they get another bucket from Dak. He's in double figures.
Come in. You can come in. Yeah, a little bit better. Exactly. Yeah, Daryl. And talk. Good we go. We got room right in this room. I'm gonna take this out. And put this to the couch. There's no other cookies. Yes, I didn't. You can put the coffee table there. So you, yeah, it's there, okay. And if you want, you can put this in the screen right there. Oh. You can try. It's just- Well, these go to that rocker. Yeah. Yeah. We can put them there, well, ready for the shelf. You could use it. Barrel, yeah. Yeah. I think that's why he said, yeah, because he was thinking of you. He's a good grandpa. No, he is. You? Yeah. Don't wanna. Just grab it right by head. Let it. Leave your room to get in your closet. Thank you, brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's- If you wanna clear that table, yeah, I'll bring up the coffee table. That way you can fold that up and we can stop it right there. Yeah, yeah. Put it back. The whole coffee table. I mean, the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll move it. You can even put it over there. Yeah. You just fancy that way. You didn't touch the table. That's it, actually. Thank you. Yeah, 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 no, I don't mind helping, and that's why when your grandfather said he could use that stuff, I want to coffee. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know. Huh? I didn't know. I met him through my mother. Oh, yeah. My mom was him. She's the little midget was on the phone. Happy. Yeah. Yeah. Grandfather's. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's your name again? Brian. Yeah, I'm trying to help everybody. Nice to meet you. I live on. Go ahead. I live on. I'm still here too. I just moved in. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up that table if you want, just sit over there for now. Be able to, I'll be able to take it right there for you.